We'll look at the flat muscles next. Flat may not be the best word to describe them. In the vertical plane, they're markedly curved, as we'll see. We'll look at all three of them, then we'll look at their actions. We'll start with the innermost of the three flat muscles, transversus abdominis. Here's transversus abdominis. The fibers of transversus all run in the same transverse direction, except the lowest ones, which run obliquely downwards. Transversus abdominis has a long line of origin, from here to here. At the top, its fibers arise from the inner aspect of the costal margin, from the 6th rib to the 12th. Between the 12th rib and the ilium, transversus arises from the edge of the thoracolumbar fascia. Below, it arises from the inner aspect of the iliac crest. The lowest fibers of transversus arise from the most lateral part of the inguinal ligament. Transversus has a short, free lower border. The muscle fibers of transversus end in this broad sheet of tendon, the transversus aponeurosis. The transversus aponeurosis fuses here with the aponeurosis of the overlying internal oblique muscle to form one aponeurotic layer. Now we'll add the internal oblique muscle to the picture. The internal oblique arises from the thoracolumbar fascia and from the iliac crest. The lowest fibers of the internal oblique arise, like those of transversus, from the lateral part of the inguinal ligament. Like transversus, the internal oblique has a short, free lower border. The internal oblique fans out so that its highest and lowest fibers run in markedly different directions. Back here, the fibers of the internal oblique run steeply upward. Here, they run less steeply. Here, they're transverse. And here, towards the inguinal ligament, they run downward. The highest fibers of the internal oblique insert on the lowest three ribs. Its remaining fibers end in this internal oblique aponeurosis, which, as we noted, fuses on the underside with the transversus aponeurosis. It's also joined on its outer aspect by the external oblique aponeurosis. This is the cut edge of external oblique. From here to here, the combined aponeurotic layer divides at the edge of the rectus into two layers, one passing behind and one in front of the rectus. Below here, the combined layer doesn't divide, but passes entirely in front of the muscle.